I'm going to give you guys some roofing FAQs. If you saw that on a website and never knew, there's your little bit of useless information for the day. But I got a few questions that I typically get, and this comes from building owners. So these are building owners that have spent money investing into the asset, and they still don't even understand it. And that's okay, because as a roofing professional, you need to be the individual that they call for a solution. But it doesn't hurt to be able to give some information back. So the most common one I get is this normal for a roof my age? How long does this roof last? And that all depends on the roof system, where it's at inside the United States, what's the exposure, the UV exposure to it. Let's just say a black EPDM roof inside a Florida market can last a lot shorter than what it is inside a northern market. Not to mention the ballast or however it was installed can make huge differences to it. But at the end of the day, that roof system should outlast whatever the warranty is that they got. That's the easiest way to be able to explain it. And as a roofing contractor, you should be able to provide value in that warranty duration. If you guys haven't taken the time to look at a manufacturer's warranty, do it, because it specifically outlines the requirements of the owner to be able to properly maintain that roof. That's a huge part of what you guys need to do, is provide value in between the time you install the roof to the time the roof needs to be replaced. Now, that duration can be 10, 15, 20, 30 years, but as a contractor and as a top level 1% contractor, you guys need to be able to manage the life cycle, which means the life cycle from I need a roof to a new roof is on to maintaining the roof to preventing deficiencies as the roof starts to age, all the way to the point that it needs to be replaced. You look at the top 5 contractors inside the United States, they get this. They understand if they want more private negotiated roofs, that they need to be on the forefront. They need to be servicing those roofs so they get to them before you get to them. And you get to them as a second or third bidder, which means you just have to be able to have a lower price or some type of massive value that outweighs them, because guess what? They know their service. They know what they get. They're the ones that help them understand really what is it that makes them great. You have to overcome that. That's hard. So what are the different types of roof systems, right? So a lot of times when I go into private negotiated situations, they don't know what type of roof system goes on. And at the end of the day, it all depends what that business does. I know there's a boatload of people out here, and if I get some conflict with it, so be it. But there is right roof systems for each building. I agree with that. There are right roof systems based upon where you are in the United States or the world, right? Some hotter climates, some colder climates, and some roof systems do great. And when you talk about liquid membranes, that's one of the most, I'll say, skewed ones, because 10 years ago, sorry guys, it was paint, right? There was no social proof that it actually worked. And now that we have Elevate and a few other manufacturers, JF, so on and so on, that are buying liquid membrane systems and supporting their product with their actual warranties, they became a lot more of a more common product that's being used. But a Band-Aid on a broken leg doesn't help. A coating or a liquid membrane system is only as good as the system it's applied to. So if you're watching this and you own a building, your roof needs to qualify for it. I was at a seminar down in Louisiana, and there was a contractor who had a beautiful presentation to where when the roof got within 5 years of being replaced, he would purposely start pitching the liquid membrane, right? The coating system, saying, at this time, your roof qualifies for this system. Then he'll pitch the benefits of 50% the cost, no disruption, not another roof system, tax deductible, whatever else it was, right? But he did it before it got to a point that the roof needed to be replaced. Because again, a Band-Aid on a broken leg doesn't fix anything. So if you have punctures and deficiencies all over the roof system and you put a liquid membrane on top of it, it doesn't fix those problems. You still have to bring that roof up to a serviceable condition. And if it's been neglected or you got wet ISO all in there, one-way vents can only do so much. So my answer to this, what's the right roof system? Well, there is no right roof system, because it all depends what you do. All depends what the building does to be able to make the right system and the right choice. And that's why we got roof consultants, right? Come in, non-biased. Don't be afraid to be able to make relationships with those roof consultants, because they can come in with a lot of useful information and really partner to be able to make sure your customer and you get the best outcome from both sides. All right. One of the signs that my commercial roof needs repaired, right? Or replaced. And it's a great question. So what is it that defines a roof being replaced? My answer to this, the customer's tolerance. Only the customer can tell you how much water can come into the building before it affects it. Look at the lumber yard, right? They can have beautiful TPO roofs on it, the same roof that maybe a hospital has right down the street. Now, the lumber yard, depending on what type of wood is underneath there, can probably take a boatload of more water than what the hospital can. So one of the signs that your roof needs to be replaced, well, your business can't tolerate any more leaks, or the business is taking such a hit that you need to invest some type of capital money to be able to get it to stop, or the pain is going to outweigh the cost of that new roof. All right. What are some of the factors that might affect the lifespan of a roof? This is a very common issue and a huge value piece as a contractor for you to be able to sell. I think almost every manufacturer's warranty except Duralast has a clause in it for excessive ponding water. Ponding water is not made to be on a roof. Yes, flat roofs are flat, but there is a pitch to it, right? There are sumps for drains, all kinds of different things to be able to get water off that roof. A roof is there for, I'll say, one primary reason, which is to be able to get the water off it as quickly as possible. Now, you can talk about ISO and all the kind of different things that a roof can do, which is beautiful. But at the end of the day, ponding water is not made to be on that roof. Then you start getting vegetation, then you start getting organic growth, and then you start getting dams with sticks, all kinds of different things that can be detrimental to the roof. So how can you make your roof last longer? Well, take care of it. Change the oil, clean the drains out, fix the fasteners. Fasteners are huge. Sealants are huge because guess what? They fail. They are a static item. I know sealant's not, but it is to a wall, right? Into two moving objects. The fasteners are going to naturally back out. The sealant's going to naturally fail. And doing preventative items to be able to help prevent, right, stop issues before they become problems will allow you guys to be able to have your clients, or as a client, as a building owner, that it'll last longer. So those are some things that can really, really help extend the roof. A warranty is only as good as you are maintaining that warranty. As a contractor, you do have a part inside explaining and educating the customer on what needs to go on. Your installer's warranty, whether it be 1, 2, 5, or however many years it is, you're required to be able to show up and fix any deficiencies within that installer's warranty. And then from that 2 to, let's just say, 20 years, you have a duty to be able to ensure that your customer performs the actions needed. So if that's inspections, if that's preventative maintenance, or whatever that manufacturer requires, it's your responsibility as a contractor to partner with that owner to make sure they get that. Now, there's a boatload more questions that always come, but these are just a few that start. So this is roofing FAQs, commercial roofing FAQs, so frequently asked questions. And if I help just one person get some information or really take something and apply it to your business, great. That's my goal here, guys. So as we wrap up, we're now 1 week past National Roofing Week. I wanted to give back a little bit and really bring some recognition to it. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it's nrca.net. So National Roofing Contractors Association. Last week was National Roofing Week. And as much as I try to do my best to be able to recognize everybody in it, we need to continue. We need to continue pushing and recognizing our industry, and not just during National Roofing Week, but well beyond. And next year, bring it back again. All right, guys, if you like these FAQs, or if there's ones that you guys are wondering, I have no problem answering them, jumping through and just giving you a little bit of my feedback and how I direct customers, contractors, and even building owners on how to best take care of their building and get the most life out of it. Thanks, guys.